Hello students, welcome to Anne's classes. Let's do number and numeration, chapter 1, exercise 1.1. Exercise 1.1 is found on page number 2. Question 1 says, write the numbers in words. Also write if each name is given in the Indian or the international system. So let's take the first question. So the numbers given to us here. First, we need to write which system this is in and write this number in words. Now, I hope all of you know what the Indian system and the international system is. In the Indian system, a 6-digit number is written in 3 periods. So here we have ones, tens, hundreds. So this will be the ones period. Then we have thousands and 10,000s. This will be the thousands period. And we have this digit which is in the lakhs period. So if it is the Indian system, you will have 3 periods separated by commas. So here you can see this one period here, the ones period. Then we have the thousands period and we have the lakhs period. That means this is the Indian system. Now how do we read? Now we say 3 lakh. Then read this whole thing together. 56,000. Now read this whole thing together. 257. So this is 3,56,257. So let's write that. First, let's write which system it is in and we will write this number in words. So it is the Indian system. 3,56,257. So this is our number. So this is how we have to do it. Let's take the second question. So second question, as you can see, there's only one comma separating 2 periods. So if a 6-digit number is divided into 2 periods, that means this is the international system. So here we have ones, tens and hundreds forming the ones period. Then we have 1,000, 10,000 and 100,000 forming the thousands period. So this is the international system because there are only 2 periods in a 6-digit number. Now how do we read this? Let's read this whole number. This is 479. Now read the period 479,807. So this is first of all the international system. Let's write that. International system and 479,807. This is a number name. Next one. So here let's see how many periods we have. We have 1, 2 and 3 periods. The commas are separating the periods. So here ones, tens and hundreds forming the ones period, thousands and 10,000s forming the thousands period, and we have lakh here forming the lakhs period. So if there are 3 periods in a 6-digit number, that means that is the Indian system. So now we know this is the Indian system. How do we read this number? 9 lakh. Now here we have only 6, so 6,000. Here also we have only 7. So this is 9 lakh 6,007. So this is the Indian system. So Indian system and 9 lakh 6,007. That is the number name. Fourth one. Question D. Here again, can you see children? Here you have only 2 periods. There's only one comma. That means this is the ones period and this is the thousands period. So that means this is the international system because there are only 2 periods in a 6-digit number. So first of all, this is the international system. Now let's read this number. 274,800. So let's write now first international system and 274,800. This is our number name. Next one. So here also you can see only one comma. That means there are only 2 periods. So this is the ones period and this is the thousands period. That means if there are only 2 periods, this is the international system. So now how do we read this? 736,027. So let's write that now. International system 736,027. So we have written all these numbers in words. We've also written which system they belong to. Question 2. Write the numerals for the given number names. So this time the number name is given to us and we have to write the numeral. So let's write that 7 lakh. So let's look at each period. So we have a period here. So this is 7 lakh. Then we have 15,000 and we have 230. So let's see. Now there are 3 periods. So this is the lakhs period. This is the thousands period and this is the ones period. That means there are 3 periods in the 6-digit number. So this is in the Indian system. So let's write 7 lakh. After each period, we need to put a comma. So 7 lakh. Then we have 15,000. Again a comma. 230. So we've got a number and that is in the Indian system. Now the second one, here let's read it. 68,915. So we only have 2 periods here. So 68,000 is in the thousands period. Then we have 915 which is in the ones period. So there are only 2 periods here. So let's write a comma after each period. So 68,000, 68,000 we have a comma, 915, 915. Now this can be the Indian system or the international system. Let's go to the next one. 259,000. So we have a thousand here. That means this whole thing is in the thousands period. 259 is in the thousands period. 580 is in the ones period. So let's write this 259. Okay. So 259 and let's put a comma and then 580, 580. Now look at this number here. You can see that there are this is a 6-digit number and there are only 2 periods. This is the ones period and this is the thousands period. That means this is in the international system. Whereas here can you see it's only a 5-digit number. So it can be the Indian system or the international system. Let's go to question D. Let's look out for the period. So 2 lakh. Now lakh is a period, remember? So 2 lakh. So this is the lakhs period. Then we have 66,000 which is the thousands period and we have 43 which is in the ones period. So again now it's a 6-digit number and we have 3 periods. That means this is the Indian system. Now let's write the numbers and after each period let's put a comma. 2 lakh. So put 2 and a comma 2 lakh. Then we have 66,000. Let's write that 66,000. Now here let's be careful. It only says 43. Now remember the ones period must have 3 places. It should have ones, tens and hundreds. That means what is missing here? The hundreds place is missing. So we have to put a 0 and just write 43. So we have the hundreds place 0 and 43. Let's read this number. So this will be 2,66,043. So the Indian system, 6-digit number having 3 periods. Question E. So let's look at the period. So here we have 688,000. So when you see 1000, you must remember it's a period. So this whole thing belongs to the thousands period. Then we have 554 which belongs to the ones period. So 688,000. So let's write 688, 688, comma. After each period we put a comma. So this is the thousands period. And then we have 554. So let's write that 554. And this belongs to the ones period. So here we have a 6-digit number and only 2 periods. That means this is the international system. I hope you have understood, children, how to write the number name as numerals both in the Indian system and the international system. Question 3 is fill in the blanks with the correct sign, that is smaller than, greater than or equal to. So here let's look at the numbers. Let's try and read the numbers so that we get enough practice in reading 6-digit, 5-digit and large numbers. So here we have, as you can see, 2 periods. There's a comma here dividing the 6-digit number into 2 periods. So this will come under the thousands period and this is the ones period. Now this side also we have 2 periods. This is the thousands period and this is the ones period. Let's read the number. 853,616, 85,606. As you can see, this is a 6-digit number and this is a 5-digit number. So the 6-digit number is definitely greater than the 5-digit number. So we put our sign opening towards the greater number. Let's go to question B. So first let's check and see how many periods there are. 1, 2, 3 periods. Here also 1, 2, 3 periods. And there are 6 digits here. Here also 6 digits. So when the number of digits is the same, look at the digit in the extreme left, that is here. Okay, in the lakhs period. So in the lakhs period, both are 9. If both are 9, it's the same. So we go to the next period. So the next period here is the thousands period. Here also the next one is the thousands period. Now thousands period we have 27,000 here. Here also we have 27,000. When that is the same, let's look at the hundreds place. Hundreds place is 5 here and here in the other number the hundreds place is 7. So this is 500s and this is 700s. 700 is greater, so our sign will open towards the greater number. Let's look at question C. So again here we have a 6-digit number here and a 6-digit number here. Since both are 6-digit numbers, let's look at the number at the extreme left. Here we have 5 and here we have 6. So which is greater? The number that begins with 6 is greater. So this sign opens towards the bigger number. Let's read this number and see. So the period is lakh, then we have thousand and we have the ones period. Here also lakh, thousands and the ones period. So let's read 5,22,090, 6,60,400. So 6,60,400 is greater than 5,22,090. Now let's go to the next number. Here also there are 6 digits in both the numbers, but there are only 2 periods. That means this is in the international system. Let's write the period. So this is the thousands period. This is the ones period. So here also we have the thousands period and we have the ones period. Now let's look only at the thousands period. Here it is 112,000. Here also it is 112,000. That means we should go to the ones period. So now let's read this. 134. Here it is 130. So which is greater? 134 is greater. So we open the sign towards a greater number. Now let's read this. 112,134 is greater than 112,130. Let's go to the next question. Again, we have a 6-digit number with only 2 periods. So this is the thousands period and this is the ones period. Let's look at the next number. This is also the thousands period and this is the ones period. So now let's read this. 844,000. In the other number also we have 844,000. Let's read the ones period. 803. Here we have 803. That means both these numbers are equal. So what is this number? 844,803 is equal to the same number. Let's go to the next one. So here we have a 6-digit number and 3 periods. So this is the Indian system. So this is lakh, this is thousand and this is the ones period. Here also we have lakh, thousand and the ones period. Now let's look only at the lakh period. Now 9 lakh. Here also it's 9 lakh. So the lakhs period is the same. Let's go to the thousands period. 40,000. Here also it is 40,000. Let's look at the ones period. 208 and here it is 209. So which is greater? This is greater. So let's read the numbers. 9 lakh 9,40,208 is smaller than 9,40,209. Expand the numbers. Now, how do we do that? We take the place value of each digit. So let's start that first. So we have ones, tens, hundreds. This is a place value. Thousands, 10,000s and lakh. So this is a 6-digit number with 3 periods. As you can see, 2 commas. So this is the Indian system. Now when we expand, take each digits. Let's start with the lakh. So that will be 2 into 1 lakh. So 1 followed by 5 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we finished with the first 2. Now let's take this 2. This 2 is in the 10,000s place. So we finished with this. This is in the 10,000s place. So we say plus 2 into 10,000. So 10,000. Then we go to the next digit. 7 is in the thousands place. So we say 7 into 1000 plus 7 into 1000. Plus we go to the next one, which is 3. 3 into 100. Plus the next one is 8. 8 into 10. 8 is in the tens place. Plus 6, which is in the ones place. Plus 6 into 1. Now we have multiply these. So 2 into 1 lakh is 2 lakh. So let's write that here. So that is 2 lakh. Plus, now we multiply 2 into 10,000 and that is 20,000. 2 into 10 is 20, isn't it? So 20,000. Plus, we multiply the next one. 7 into 1000 is 7,000. Plus 3 into 100 is 300. Plus 8 into 10 is 80. Plus 6 into 1 is 6. So we have expanded this number. So this is how you have to do. First step, you have to do it this way. In the second step, you have to multiply and get your answer here. Now, when we write this in the short form, we get back this whole number. Now let's go to the next number. So here, as you can see, this is in the international system because there are only 2 periods. Now let's write the places above this. So this is ones, tens, hundreds. This is thousands. This is 10,000 and this is 100,000. In the international system, you have 100,000. So let's begin with the first digit, 5 into 100,000. So 100, you put 100, put a comma after the period, 100,000. Plus, take the next digit, 7 is in the 10,000s place. So 7 into 10,000. Plus, go to the next digit, 6. 6 into 1000. Plus 4, 4 into 100. Plus 9, 9 into 10. Plus 1, 1 is in the ones place, so 1 into 1. Now we have to multiply these and write our answers in the next step. So 5 into 100,000. 5 into 100 is 500,000, 3 zeros. Plus 7 into 10,000. 7 into 10 is 70 plus 3 zeros. 6 into 1000 is 6,000. Plus we have 4 into 100, which is 400. 9 into 10 is 90. 1 into 1 is 1. So we have finished expanding the second number also. Let's take the next number. It's a 6-digit number. There are 3 periods. So this is the Indian system. So here, ones, tens, hundreds. This is 1000. This is 10,000. The next period is the lakhs period. So we start by saying 9 into 1 lakh. So let's write that. So first take only 9. 9 into 1 lakh. Then we take the next digit, which is 6. 6 into 6 is in the 10,000s place. So 10,000. Let's take the next digit, 3. 3 is in the thousands place. So 3 into 1,000. So we finished with this. Now let's go to the next one, that is 2. 2 is in the hundreds place. So 2 into 100. Then we have 3 into 10. plus 7 is in the ones place. So 7 into 1. Now let's multiply all these. So 9 into 1 lakh. 9 into 1 is 9. So 9 into 1 lakh is 9 lakh. Then we have 6 into 10,000. 6 into 10 is 60,000. Plus 3 into 1,000. 3 into 1 is 3. 3,000. Plus 2 into 100 is 200. 3 into 10 is 30. 7 into 1 is 7. So what have we done here? We have expanded these three numbers. In the same way, let's continue D, E, and F. So here there are two periods. So this is the international system. So we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, and this is 100,000. So 4 is 100,000. So we say 4 into 100,000. So 100,000 plus we take 2, 2 into 10,000 plus we take 5, 5 into 1,000 plus 3, 3 into 100 plus the next digit is 1, 1 into 10 and then we just have a 0 plus 0. Now let's multiply all these. 4 into 100,000 is 400,000. 400,000 plus 2 into 10,000 is 20,000. 5 into 1,000 is 5,000. 3 into 100, 300. 1 into 10 is 10 plus a 0. Now let's go to the next one. So here we have a 6-digit number and 3 periods. So this is the Indian system. So here we have ones, tens and hundreds, thousands, 10,000s and this is lakh. So 2 is in the lakhs place. So let's begin. Now 2 is in the lakhs place. So 2 into 1 lakh. So let's say that now this is 2 into 1 lakh. Then the next one is 4, which is in the 10,000s place. 10,000. So that is 4 into 10,000. Plus, now here we have a 0. We can write the 0 or we can leave it out. We can even leave it out and we can go to the next one, which is 3. 3 is in the hundreds place plus 3 into 100. The zeros we can write or we can leave it out. So here let me leave it out. Now let's continue and multiply. 2 into 1 lakh is 2 lakh. So this is 2 lakh plus 4 into 10,000 is 40,000. Plus 3 into 100 is 300. Now, even if we write only this much, it's understood that when we write the short form, we will get back this. Okay. Now, let's go to the next number. Again, 6-digit number, only 2 periods. That means the international system. So, ones, tens, hundreds, 1,000, 10,000, and this is 100,000. So, let's begin with 7. 7 is into 100,000. So, 7 into 100,000 plus the next digit is 8. 8 is the 10,000s place. 10,000 plus. Now the next digit is 0, so we can leave it out. We can go to 4 and 4 as you can see is in the hundreds place. So we say 4 into 100 plus. Let's go to the next digit. 0 is in the tens place, so we don't have to write 0. We can go to the next one, which is 7. And 7 is in the ones place, so 7 into 1. Now let's multiply all these. 7 into 100,000 is 700,000. Plus 8 into 10,000 is 80,000. Plus 4 into 100 is 400. Plus 7 into 1 is 7. So what did we do in question 4? We expanded the numbers that were given to us, and this is how we did. Now let's go on. Question 5, write the numbers using commas. So here we have the expanded form. Now we have to write the short form. So how do we do it? Now here, as you can see, it's a 6-digit number with 3 periods. That means this is the Indian system. Now let's add up. It says plus, isn't it? So let's add up all these numbers to get the short form. So let's take the first number, 7 lakh. So let me write it here itself. So 7 lakh Arrange it properly. The next number is 80,000. Put it in the right column. This is the 80,000s column. Plus we take 2,000. So we write 2,000 here. Then we have 600. Put it in the right column. 600. Then we have 90. And then we have 6. So we have to add up all these. So let's add up everything and see what we get. So here we have 6, then we have 9, 6 again, then we have 2, 8 and 7. So we've got our number here. Now let's put the commas according to the Indian system. So this will be ones, tens and hundreds, and this is thousands, 10,000. So a comma will come here after each period. So let's write the number 7,82,696. So we have written the short form of the number. Let's go to the next one. Question B. So let's look at the question. So let's look at the 6-digit number here. These are all 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, isn't it? So this is a 6-digit number and there are 2 periods. That means this is the international system. So let's add up all these numbers now. So we have 300,000 plus 90,000 plus 6,000 plus 500 plus 70 plus 5. Now let's add up all these and see what we get. So here we have 5, 7, 5, then we have 6, we have 9, we have 3. So now let's put the commas according to the international system. The comma comes there. Let's write it down. 396,575. This is the short form. Question C. Now look at the 6-digit number here. This is a 6-digit number. There are 3 periods, so Indian system. Here we have a 5-digit number. Here we have a 4-digit number missing. So let's keep that in mind. See, 3, 2 and 1. Now let's add up all these. So here we have 8 lakh. Arrange your numbers carefully so you don't make a mistake. Then we have 30,000. Let's write 30,000. Then we have 500. Put it in the correct place. 500 will come here. Then we have 40 and we have 2. Now let's add up these. So when we add up, here we have 2, then we have 4, we have 5. Now we will put a comma here and in the thousands place, as you can see, there's nothing. So we write a 0. So we put a 0 and we put a comma. Then we have 3 and again a comma and 8. So we have our answer here. Let's write it down in the blank. So that is 8,30,542. Question D. Again, look at the 6-digit number here. We have 6, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and we have the ones digit missing. So don't forget to put a 0 there. So here let's write down this. It's in the Indian system. So we have 9 lakh. Let's write it down, leaving enough space to do our addition correctly. 9 lakh. Then let's take 20,000. Put it in the right place. 20,000. Then we have 6,000. 6,000. Then we have plus 400 plus 70. Okay, let's add up all these and see what we get. So here we have a 0, 7, 4. Then there's a comma after 6, 2. Then there is a comma after 9. So what do we have here? We have 9,26,470. Our last number here, again, let's look at the 6-digit part. There are only 2 periods, so this is the international system. So we have 6, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the places are there. So let's begin by adding 600,000 plus 60,000. So put it again in the correct columns. 60,000 plus 5,000. So 5,000 plus 500. So again 500 should be here. Then we have 60 plus 5. So now we can add up all these numbers and see what we get. So let's do that. Here we have 5, 6, 5 again, and a 5 and a comma. Then we have 6 and we have 6 again. So what is our number? 665,565. So this is our answer, and what have we done? We have written the short form of the expanded number, and this is how you do it. So let's stop with this for now, children. We'll stop with that for now, children. In our next video, we will continue with the remaining questions. Thank you, children.